If you've ever heard the concept of crabs in a bucket, I'm here to tell you that you have been thinking about it all wrong. The way that people describe crabs in a bucket mentality and crabs in a bucket phenomenon is as fishermen catch crabs. If just one crab is in the bucket, it can escape. But once you start to catch more crabs, like you have a full bucket of crabs, you actually don't need to worry about it because as the top crabs try to get out, the other crabs will pull them back down. And this is often described as you are the top crab. You're trying to get out of the bucket, and your haters are going to pull you down. Don't surround yourself with other crabs. And here's where you've got it all wrong. You're not the crab at the top of the bucket. You're a crab at the bottom. Most people are. And here's why. Let me set a better scene to describe what's happening in the United States, all over the world really, at the hands of capitalism. Every human being who suffers under capitalism, who is a part of capitalism, is a crab. The bucket is a pot. The pot is half filled with water, and the stove is on low. The pot, the water, the stove, capitalism. You could even say like patriarchy. You could even say like imperialism, white supremacy. You could intermingle any of those things, but at the end of the day, the pot is capitalism. The people, the top crabs, are not you. If you're watching this video, the chances are it's not you. The people that are getting out, the crabs at the top, that's Jeff Bezos. That's Bill Gates. That's Taylor Swift. That's who's getting it. That's Joe Biden. That's Donald Trump. Those are the crabs at the top. And here's where I want you to rethink about how you view these crabs. As the crab that's getting out of the bucket, if you have to crawl to get out, you're reaching up, you're trying to get to that top of the bucket, where does your weight go? Your weight is now being distributed through your legs, and you have to push down on the other crabs. You have to push other crabs down in order to get out. So as a crab that's getting pushed down, I don't want you to think of it as those crabs are hating on the other crabs. They don't want to see them succeed. They don't want to be stepped on. It's not that they don't want to be free. All the crabs want to be free. Every single crab in the bucket wants to be free, don't you? Like, I'm tired of paying for groceries. So they're like, while billionaires are making profit off of raising their prices, changing their quality. I'm tired of people being houseless, without homes. Everybody deserves to be sheltered. I'm tired of people getting overseas in Palestine. You know, I'm tired of seeing that. We are all crabs. Every single one of those situations is a crab. Somewhere in the bucket. Somewhere underneath the people who are trying to get out of the bucket. Those people are the rich. They're the ruling class. They're the people who rule this entire planet to make themselves more comfortable as they exit the bucket. If you were a crab getting stepped on, wouldn't you try to stop someone from stepping on you? If someone is physically putting their weight on you, don't you try to push back? You get into a fight, don't you kind of fight back? It's not about not wanting to succeed or wanting to be free or wanting to see like, oh, this person is getting free. No, this person is getting free at the expense of my suffering. So to come back to crabs in a bucket, human beings are not crabs. We have much higher cognitive processing. But the thing is, we are in this bucket. We are all in the bucket. And the people at the top are stepping on the people at the bottom in order to get out of the bucket. And as they do that, some crabs are sinking deeper into the water. They're getting closer to the boiling point. And at this point, many crabs are dead. They're cooked. So as crabs in a bucket, I want you to think about how the crabs that are on the bottom, we don't have to stay there. We're smarter than real crabs. What we can do is if you see a crab flipped over on his back, he can't get up, flip him. Flip him on his front. Once all the crabs are flipped over, you know what we can do? Shift our weight. If we all collectively work together and shift our weight out of the pot, we can move the pot. We can get the pot off the stove. If the stove is here and the pot is here, if the stove is here and the pot is here, a little spam, we can tip the pot. If we can tip the pot, collectively come together and shift our weight, we do not have to be in the bucket. We can all be free. The people at the top do not want us to shift our weight. That is why they continue to step down on us. I need you to think about being a crab in a bucket, realize that you are not the top crab, and think about what kind of crab you want to be. Do you want to be a collective crab that helps move the bucket, shifts the pot, gets it off the stove, and helps free us all? Or do you want to be a selfish crab who continues to push down other crabs until you are free and you have literally helped kill the other crabs in this bucket? Now, if this resonated with you, please share with anyone that you know that talks about crab in a bucket. I really need us to reframe and start to collectively work together.